reflection of God. You are the reflection of God. And that acknowledgement is essential. And then, in that acceptance that you are the reflection of God, it then becomes necessary to discover God, to become friends and allow God to be the friend and to learn what that friend is, means. And as the reflection of God, as you meet your reflection, you learn what you truly are as that reflection. It becomes real, it becomes everything. It's almost as if humanity is terrified of the reflection, to melt into love and to accept every element of the perfection of that reflection. There are so many beautiful inspirational paintings that show the child, the servant, the student sitting at the feet of God, reflected through the guide that is there. If it's uncomfortable to sit at the feet, be at the feet of the divine, then that fear is what is being called to be truly surrendered. There is a fear of love, which is a fear of God, a fear of oneness, of having no need for defense and no defense. So much so that eventually the word defense won't even register. Reflection of God. It's not too much, it's just true. I was called to this hymn, I Cry a Lot. And the words were showing why it is that love cries a lot. Because it is a place of communion. When your heart is so touched, when your heartbeat connects with the divine, it will spontaneously bring tears because it's more than the body can hold. The burst of love is so great that it can't be contained. Sometimes it pulls laughter because it's bursting, but so often tears, the tears of joy that love is so sweet, so perfect as you are. I cry a lot and look with regret at all that has already passed. I leave everything with the yearning of the past, and I am going to go and live among the flowers. I'm going to go and live among the flowers with my Blessed Mother and recognize that the fears that have appeared have been a great rebellion. Let's all, beloveds, sing with love, with the divine, as we dispel all these fears. I'm the child of the Blessed Mother, reflection of God. I'm here to recognize this power. I call the force. I call the force of love to come and open my heart. Juro muito e lamento tudo que já se passou. Dejo todo saudosamente por viver no meio das flores. Por viver no meio das flores, junto com a Virgem Maria. Os terrores que apareçam, essa grande rebeldia. Sou filho da Virgem Mãe, reconhece este poder. Chama a força, ele chama a força para vir nos defender. When this hymn came to me to sing, it struck my heart the beloved master that received that hymn was in the same vibration as this poetry of Rumi. There was no distance between them. 1,000 souls of mine, Lord of beauty, Lord of grace, enter my soul like one who enters a garden in bloom. I am going to go and live among the flowers with my Blessed Mother. One glance from you and stones turn to rubies, one hint from you, and every goal is within reach. Come, come. You are the life and salvation of humanity. Touch my head, for your touch removes the darkness of the body. Come, come, for you bestow beauty and grace, and you cure 1,000 ills. Come, come, even though you have never left, come and hear some poetry. Sit in the place of my soul, for you are 1,000 souls of mine. Begone with your cares and your ancient longings. You are the beloved. If the divine did not sit on the throne of this world, there would be darkness and confusion. You are the joyous and alive by his breath. You move by the power of his love. Now, like an artist, you create. Now, like a servant, you sweep the floor. Everything you touch will reach and fly with the wings of an angel. But wings cannot carry you to God. Like the mule that carried the prophet, only love can carry you there. In every moment, this communion is with you. You may think that in this moment it has a difference, but every moment is the moment that you can be in this same communion. The calling to love and the realization that we are all joyous and alive by the breath of God. It allows a surrender that we are alive by the breath of God. When you accept that into your heart, it's so comforting. It's not a threat, it's a comfort. You are alive by the breath of God. Nothing else made you. You're not DNA. You're not a story of the past. You are part of the breath of God. You live by the breath of God. That is the source of your existence. An inner breath that keeps life eternal. How many times in the past have you thought of a beginning and an end? That you thought of the beginning, maybe of beginning of your identity in this world, but some kind of beginning and some kind of end. And that everything wraps itself through beginnings and ends. And yet, none of it's a beginning or an end. Only love continues. Nothing of love can have never been, and it cannot end. So, where are the beginnings and ends in your mind, in your identity? The idea of beginnings and ends with relationships and their purposes, they will never end. In truth, the relationship of time is completely fabricated. In, in the state of awakening, everyone that you have ever known is right there. Everyone is in that oneness. Everyone returns to the center of truth. There was no end in any heart connection, and everything is a heart connection. Whether you like someone or you don't like someone has nothing to do with your heart. Likes and dislikes are an opinion, and they have nothing to do with love. They're about approval of some kind, decisions that are made of I like this, I don't like this. But imagine that all the liking is just a detour from the truth of love. To love without conditions has no opinion. It has nothing to base anything on. It's not liking someone for their sense of humor or their intelligence or their laughter, whatever it is, it has nothing to do with the true love, the love without conditions. Imagine that you build a relationship on all of the attributes that you approve of, and then through some perfection, that that relationship, that beloved who you gave an identity to, is no longer able to move or to talk at all. And they are just there without any movement, without any voice. And who are they? Who is that beloved? Their personality, it's gone. Their attributes, their intelligence may still be there, but it's not accessible. Where is the love? The pure love that is without conditions, including the conditions of an identity. Giving identities is a defense system that is meant to self-protect. But here is this beloved without movement, without voice. And you can enter with this beloved into the spirit of, of love, to meet that beloved as the Spirit of God, as the Spirit of love that can never die and that has no limitation and has nothing to do with being a body. The Spirit is waiting to be communicated with. The Spirit is waiting to be met heart to heart. So every relationship can be the purity of love that it's meant to be. Nothing to hold back, nothing to have to fix in the sense of who and what they truly are. We used to play a game when the phone rang, and I would say, God is calling. It wasn't a joke. God was calling. And every time I said, God is calling, my heart leapt. That I could speak on the phone and offer love. Nothing to get. Not anticipating, oh, what is that person that's on the phone? What are they going to give me? Because I'm not enough. And in that moment, it's to really accept that you cannot have anything missing. You are the light of God. You are perfection. You are pure love. And there's nothing to get when you are everything. I'm going to go and live among the flowers with my Blessed Mother because that's what and where I'm supposed to be. And so is all of humanity. It's a big garden. That's the place of peace. Live among the flowers with the Divine Mother and having pure love for all creation. That's heaven. That's reality.